What's up everybody, it is Jay here, and today I am answering the question, is my transition over? For a lot of people who've been watching my channel for a long time, I've had this channel since I was 15 and I am 19 now, and in that 4 or so years that I've had this channel, I have progressed a lot through my transition. I have been very fortunate and very privileged to have been able to progress through my transition a lot quicker than a lot of other people. And as a result, as I am today, I have been on testosterone for over 3 years, and I am over 6 months post-top surgery. I have not had bottom surgery. I have not had a hysterectomy, but I have also had my name legally changed and my gender marker legally changed, to the extent of which there is effectively no legal record that I was ever assigned female at birth or that I was my birth name, because I also have a new birth certificate. So that kind of leads me to the natural question, and it comes up now when I go to endocrinology appointments, effectively, of, is my transition over? Because from the point that I am at, there are only so many more things that I can do, and those things are not obligatory. Well, nothing I have done is obligatory to transition, but those things are stuff that I may or may not want to do, and therefore, this could be kind of the natural end point of my transition. This could be where I stop, and I would be perfectly okay with that, because I am very, very happy with where I am now. I'm very happy with all of the effects that testosterone has given me. I would like it if my beard would actually become a bit more full beard-like, but that is something that has taken time, and I do know that with every shot I get, my facial hair does get better. So that's just a waiting game at this point. I'm extremely happy with my top surgery results. I have no qualms with the results that I've gotten from T or top surgery, and they were definitely perfect decisions for me and exactly what I needed. So then that leads me on to bottom surgery and a hysterectomy. Those are the only other surgeries that will be on the horizon for me, because I never felt the need for any of the man sculpture or other masculinizing surgeries that are out there. In terms masculinization surgery for your face and stuff like that, I never felt a need for those, so I'm not really going to discuss those here because I'm not an expert on them by any stretch. Bottom surgery for me is just not something I care enough about to seek. That may change for a lot of people. After they got top surgery, their bottom dysphoria got worse. That just wasn't the case with me. My bottom dysphoria has stayed the same, in that it is fairly negligible. It doesn't come up very often for me. It would be very rare that I would get any kind of discomfort about my genitalia, and I can't tell you why that is, because I don't really know why I personally don't feel any kind of discomfort with my genitals, where other trans masculine people and other trans men might feel a lot. I just don't. That's just not how I am. I think for me, partly that is because I do feel very comfortable and very assured in my masculinity and my maleness, given the point that I am at in my transition. I don't feel like I need a penis to be a man at this point in my transition. And while if I had been born cis man, if I had been assigned male at birth, I would be glad to have a penis and I wouldn't be complaining about it. Given the circumstances and given the fact that I am trans and I was not born with a penis, I'm happy to just keep going as it is. Really, I'm not really fussed. And whether or not I want to get a hysterectomy is kind of up in the air for me, because there's a lot of conflicting information about the health of the uterus and the ovaries and stuff like that when you're on testosterone. Some doctors say that you have to get a hysterectomy, some doctors say that you don't have to, some doctors say that it causes problems, some doctors don't. I don't know what the truth is because I'm not a doctor. But I don't want a hysterectomy from a perspective of, well, I am uncomfortable. I don't have dysphoria about my internal like uterus, ovaries, etc. That doesn't bother me on an emotional level, so I wouldn't be seeking a hysterectomy for that reason. The main reason I will be seeking a hysterectomy is to avoid potential health issues more than anything else, or to address a health issue if it came up. I can confidently say that having to receive any kind of checkup around like my genitalia would make me deeply uncomfortable. So that would be a potential kind of reason that I would want a hysterectomy, to avoid having to go for those kinds of checkups when I am older, because obviously like stuff like smear tests and like going to a gynecologist are things you need to do if you have a vagina. And I think the smear test is if you have a cervix specific. I don't know how all of those things work, but like getting checkups and stuff like that are things you have to do if you have those body parts, and those would make me deeply uncomfortable. So the likelihood of me wanting to have a hysterectomy to minimize the risk of a health issue and to minimize the amount of like specific health care those parts of my body need would be more likely than any other kind of reason. So at the end of the day, the answer to whether my transition is over or not is that for now, yes. Nothing new is coming up for me after this point. I am deeply satisfied with my testosterone results. I am very satisfied with my top surgery results. I have had my name and my gender marker legally changed. I have no other legal transition hoops to go through. And for me, as this is right now, if I was to live like this for the rest of my life, I would be really happy and I would not feel like I was missing out on anything else. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my perspective on my transition so far. And if you like this video, please do click the like button down below. You're always welcome to subscribe if you find this interesting, and the comment section is always open if you have any questions. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.